What's going on, Kings fans? I'm back here today with another video for you fine ladies and gentlemen on YouTube. I'm going to start off by saying my prediction for the Kings this season is that they will finish 5th in the division, which it's a tough call between you guys, the Sharks, the Flames, the Ducks. I think it's hair razor thin between you guys. And in the offseason, the Kings tried really hard to get Joe Thornton from San Jose in the offseason. And your first line would look so much better than it does right now. I'd rather have him on your first line than Pearson, but you guys didn't get him. He decided to sign back with San Jose, so what are you going to do? First off, I wanted to say by Jonathan Quick, he got hurt last season. In my opinion, if he gets hurt again this upcoming season, I think your season's done and dusted. And the Kings, they don't have a goalie, in my opinion, that could step up as a starter if your goalie got hurt. Like, I think of a situation where 2 years ago, when Lundqvist got hurt, Antti Raanta stepped up as a starter, played good, and you have another situation there like Cam Talbot, when a starter got hurt, someone can prove that they could step up as a starter, and I don't see you guys have a goalie that can step up. You guys have formidable top four defense, one of the best top fours in the Western Conference, in my opinion. You guys signed Christian Folin in the offseason, which is a good move for you guys, in my opinion, because there's literally no risk to him. It's a great signing. The first line you guys have is okay, but on a good team, it would be a great second line. I dislike Camilleri being your top six. With the age that he is and just how he's steadily declined. The Kings have won 2 cups in the past 6 years, but if you guys keep on bringing in old veterans, you guys are pushing. The Kings organization is pushing themselves farther away from the Stanley Cup rather than closer to it, in my opinion. Because you guys, I'm sorry for saying you guys, the Kings are getting older and they're getting slower, and they're not keeping up with the new fast-paced style the NHL is playing nowadays. I don't think Jeff Carter's not 30 goals in him. He isn't the same player that he was when he went to the Flyers, or even 2 years ago, I would say. The big question remains, in my opinion, does Kopitar bounce back this year, or does he have another bad year like he had last year? I really have my doubts, based on the past 2 seasons, that Jonathan Quick can stay healthy for a full season, like I said. If you're a Kings fan, I'm not trying to bash your team. I'm just giving my opinion based on what I see in your current roster. Tanner Pearson, he had 24 goals, 20 assists last year. I think he can get somewhere in that range again. He's 6'1", 208. He has a good shot. He plays good on the PK, good on the power play. Jeff Carter, 6'4", 215. He's 32 years old, which is why I said I don't know if he has another season like he had last year in him. Around 30 years old is where you start to see players steadily start to decline. I think he'll get somewhere in the range of 25 goals, maybe 30 assists for Carter, which is still good for what you guys brought him in. Tyler Toffoli, 6'1", 200. He has a great shot and is great on the power play. With someone like Kopitar feeding him on the power play, your power play could be top 10 in the league. I like your power play a lot. I think if Toffoli would get somewhere he'd probably score 30 goals, around 30 assists, 60 points. Your first line, it's a big and skilled line that can hit and play a good two-way game. Mike Camilleri, he's 35, like I said. He's slow and a shell of his former self that used to play in New Jersey or even Calgary. He hasn't stayed healthy the past 2 seasons. He had 10 goals, 21 assists last year in 61 games. He might get 10 goals. I don't expect a lot out of Camilleri this year. Anze Kopitar, the captain of the Kings, the heart and soul for the franchise. Last year, he had a horrible season, but I think he'll bounce back. He had 12 goals, 40 assists last season. I think he can get 20, 25 goals and 45 assists. If he puts in the work in the offseason, trains hard, I think he can come back better this season than he did last year. He's a great two-way player, in my opinion. And then you have Dustin Brown in his line, who's fallen off the map the past 3 seasons. The past 3 seasons, he's had 11 goals, and 14. I don't like him in the Kings' top six at all. I would like to see him as a third or fourth liner, and he'd be great suited in that role. But he's not a top six forward. Then you have Adrian Kempe. He's 20. He played 25 games last season. He had 2 goals, 4 assists. He has never shown a great scoring prowess, even in the AHL where he had 12 goals the year before. Nick Shore, I like his penalty killing in two-way game. Great shutdown center, third line. Great shutdown third line center. Last season he had 6 goals, 11 assists. I like his game a lot, like I said. Trevor Lewis, he's 30 years old. 12 goals, 12 assists last season. I think he'll get about the same this year. I like a lot of your players in your lineup. Kyle Clifford, I really like his defensive play, and he could chip in an occasional goal. Last season, he had six goals, 6 assists. Then your fourth line center, Nick Dowd. Like I said, he's a great fourth line center that could play good D and occasionally score goals. I think he can get 10 goals, 10 assists this season, which is great out of your fourth line center. Marian Gaborik, who's in IR right now, he isn't the same player he was 5 years ago. I'd like to see his role reduced to the bottom 6. He'll probably get around 10 goals, 10 assists. You do not want Marian Gaborik in your top 6 around there. I mean, you want to see him get his role reduced. Like I said, he's 35. He's 35, I think. I'm pretty sure. And he isn't the same player he was. He can still score, though. He has a nice shot. Now I move on to the Kings' defense. Like I said, I love your top 4. I think it's the best in your division. Then you have Jake Muzzin, who will probably get you 10 goals, 20 assists. Great out of one of your top 2 defensemen. And then he's paired with a stud in Drew Doughty, the best defenseman in the Pacific Division, in my opinion. He's an all-around great player. I think he might get 15 goals, 35 assists. That's a Drew Doughty season right there. That's a great season. And you have Alec Martinez. He's a solid two-way defender. He'll probably get 10 goals, 30 assists. Then you have Derek Forbort paired with Martinez. He'll probably get around 5 goals, 20 assists in my opinion. And like I said before, you guys signed Christian Folin on a great, no-risk deal at all. It'll either go really good or really bad. There's no risk. You only signed him for a year. It's a great move. Now, the goalies, which is a tough situation with the Kings. From the kind of injury that Quick had, I don't know if he might not re-injure it again. I mean, I'm very nervous for Quick. And he's getting up in age. He's in his 30s now. I don't have faith in Kemper and Zakov to hold the fort for the Kings. Since he may not stay healthy, in my opinion. Last season, Quick had a .917 save percentage and 2.26 goals against, which is great out of your starting goalie. But I don't know if he can stay healthy. I would like to see him play 50-55 games. I keep on preaching it. I don't know if he'll stay healthy. Now, Darcy Kemper had a horrible season last year. He had a .902 save percentage and 3.13 goals against. That's not good numbers as a backup. And I don't like the goalies you have in your system. You have Jeff Zakov, who in my opinion is better than Kemper. But I have Kemper starting because I actually don't know why I have him starting. But I think, personally, Kings management will make him the backup goalie. And I hope you guys prove me wrong this year and do better than you think you do. But seeing your roster, you guys, you're older and slower. I don't think you can keep up with the fast-paced teams like the Ducks, the Flames, the Oilers, maybe even the Canucks. I mean, you guys, you can't keep on signing veterans nowadays and just thinking you're going to find someone that's going to be good in free agency. You guys have to draft and develop and wait. I really hope you guys prove me wrong. You guys are battling for the second wildcard spot, in my opinion. But I don't know if you'll beat out a team in the West like the Blues or Jets or Wild. I mean, I hope you guys make it to the playoffs this year and prove me wrong. So, let me know I'm wrong guys, in the comment section down below. Make sure you like and subscribe and enjoy the video. And I'll be putting out another video today. I'm recording this my first one. Now I'm gonna do a Ducks preview later. So I hope you all enjoyed, and thank you very much for watching.